रह गया था, which was inside candle. So let me first talk about that. So this is inside candle for me is one pattern or one breakout pattern which has the highest reward with the least amount of risk. Whether you trade it on a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, 1-day chart, it is totally fine. But this is one pattern. If you ask me, Devang, do you have one thing in intraday having a 20-point stop loss on Nifty? And I will recommend this. So let me first explain what it looks like and then how do you trade it. First of all, it's a breakout pattern. इसको आपने एक range में trade नहीं करना. So for example, so what does it look like? Let me show you that first. It looks like this. एक market में breakout आएगा. It will be a breakout. Then it will be a bar which looks like this. मतलब some kind of a dojis. Why we say inside bar? Because this is the mother bar. जो एक मार्केट में ब्रेकआउट हुआ है उसके अंदर मदर बार के बीच में within that mother bar some candles are halting. You can also call them the halt candles, and then again the mother bar is being broken. So this formation is called a inside candle breakout or inside bar breakout. So I'm again repeating, this formation I'm only looking for in a breakout scenario. If the market is stuck in a range, I am not focused on finding inside bars within that range. वो मेरा focus नहीं है. So there are some rules involved, when to enter, when to exit, etc. Let me first clarify that. First of all, let's talk about the breakout scenario. Markets have broken out. So as we have discussed, let us say, I'll give you an example. ये एक resistance है, and the markets are going up like this, markets are going up like this, and they break out. Markets ने break out कर दिए. Because we discussed in my last to last lecture that we can't enter over here because stop loss आपका बहुत बड़ा है. We discussed in the last lecture that हमारा stop loss will not come below this candle but below the support. अब यहाँ asset बहुत बड़ा है, but you know you can't short. आप short भी नहीं कर सकते हो because markets तो breakout कर चुका है. So अब बात आती है long कब करना है. We will enter long on something. So for example, if market gives you a retest, that is when you can go long. Or most of the times market does this. Market ने breakout दिया. Of course, this will be a high volume candle. Breakout is always a high volume. If it wants to sustain, breakout में हमेशा high volume होते हैं. उसके बाद market starts to give you dojis. Dojis का मतलब है indecision. And these 2-3 candles will always be low volume candle. Because अगर ये high volume candles हैं, मतलब market reverse करना चाहता है. But if these are low volume candles, it only means that people who have bought at lower levels, they are booking their profits, allowing more people to enter. इतनी सी बात है. Whenever, अब समझो, remember Dow theory, market is breaking out, there is high volume. Market is going down, there is no volume. मतलब this movement will not sustain. It is just a fake movement. And this is what it is saying. Low volume after a breakout मतलब है कि ये सिर्फ profit booking हो रहा है. One thing is they have to be inside. ये 2-3 जो candles बनेंगे because people halt कर रहे हैं, market थोड़ा space ले रहा है, they have to be formed within this mother bar. Mother bar I will always like should be a Marubozu. Marubozu or a big bodied bar. I would not like a breakout to be a hammer breakout. थोड़ा body ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, shadow कम होना चाहिए. And ये छोटे-छोटे candles हैं. And when can we enter? उसके बाद we are waiting for the market to break out of the mother bar. जब mother bar का high breakout हो जाएगा, you are going to enter right over here. When I say enter right over here, this means you are not waiting for closing. In all of my last 5 breakout methods, I always suggested that you wait for closing. अगर आप 15-minute chart देख रहे हो, 15-minute closing. अगर आप 1-day chart देख रहे हो, then 1-day closing. But in this case, in an inside candle, whatever chart that you are on, the very second that you get this price, if this price is 17,060 and the market after breaking out gives you that price, you enter right there. So you're not waiting for closing. What is the stop loss? The stop loss will come right below that breakout bar. मतलब अगर ये candle ने यहाँ open हुआ था and it breaks out and gives you any second also 17,060 in this example, so आपका stop loss will be the low price or the opening price के नीचे of this bar. So this is the risk. If you know what the risk is, the rewards can be accordingly. But if you go for a 1:1 risk reward, you will easily get a 90% plus accuracy. If you go for a 2:1 risk reward, reward to risk, you will get a, I would say, 80-85% accuracy. The higher you keep on going, the lower the accuracy will keep on becoming. But if you want to take one advice from me, if there is one method that you want to stick to, if there is one system that you want to follow for the rest of your life, and if you just want to forget everything else, I would say just stick to this. If you can backtest this, if you can master this, your accuracy in this market will improve a lot. So this is what the inside candle is. मैं दोबारा एक बार समझा देता हूँ. There is a breakout bar. This will always be a high volume bar. It is followed by a couple of inside bars, which basically mean low volume candlesticks that are just showing profit booking taking place by people who have bought earlier. And when the market breaks out, we are waiting market कब breakout करेगा. If this candlestick is green, ये भी आपको green ही मिलेगा. They are always the same. These can be any color because they are dojis. They are relative low volume candles. It does not matter to me. When this candle starts to break out, the very moment it breaks out, you enter. Your stop loss will be the candle open or the low. जो भी ये price होगा, ये आपका होगा, and it will be a spot price. The moment you touch it, you are stopped out. So this is what the inside candle is. I will just request you to join the meeting once again, please, as the time is ending.